Well, let's get this show on the road.
All right, let's do it. Let's do this. On it, on it. What's up out there, world? I'm Staff Sergeant Raymond Hoy, and this is your Academy Insider. All right, so the first one. We've had this discussion. It's not professional at all. All right.
Algae lipids.
Algae lipids. Okay. Going green. Green is the hot button word, right? Everybody loves to go green. Green energy. Air Force is also, you know, I have a green screen. We have a solar array. Green energy. Well, it's not so often that the green energy is actually comes from something green. Well, algae. Who'da thunk it, huh? Who'da thunk it? Algae. Get energy from algae. That's the word on the street, and that's what our cadets are looking into. So let's see what they've come up with.
I went out to the University of Dayton in Ohio, working in conjunction with AFRL over at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, and we looked at algae as a biofuel and as an application for the Air Force and as for the world to try to figure out a way to pull energy from algae and use it in biofuels.
We have 210 different combinations of nutrients that we're going to test and see which combination does the most algae growth and the most oil. And the cadets are doing a smaller nutrient study as well as testing temperature, light, and carbon dioxide.
It's called a photobioreactor. The machine lets us vary several different conditions, one at a time or all at once. Light intensity with the rack that's around the tank, different dissolved gases, normal atmospheric air, nitrogen, oxygen, and carbon dioxide. We can also vary temperature and pH level.
Right now we're trying to look into the stages of growth and manipulation and trying to optimize their production for biofuels.
All right, we have a new segment on the Academy Insider. It is called Academy Long Ago
History.
The Long Ago History of the Air Force Academy with retired Colonel Jack Anthony. He's got a lot of information on what the Academy used to be before we had the cool pointy chapel and the nice square buildings. So anyway, let's see what retired Colonel Anthony had to say in our first segment of Long Ago.
Hi, I'm Jack Anthony, and we're going to take a look back to long before the Air Force Academy was here. Did you know that just south of the North Gate was the railroad community of Houston, Colorado? It first was a lumber mill, and then it became the center of railroad activity on the northern Colorado Springs area, as General Palmer had the Denver and Rio Grande Railroad built in 1871. It went on to be a small community that disappeared in the early 1900s, but still remnants remain of this long ago community of Houston.
All right, now we got our On Being segment for this week. This week, we actually asked Tim Jefferson to come down for On Being the Quarterback.
I'm Cadet Second Class Tim Jefferson, and I'm the Air Force quarterback. Being the quarterback at the Air Force Academy is definitely a special deal. It definitely has its thrills. You know, you get to play in front of thousands of people at a time. In high school, I was able to run up the middle and always fall forward whenever I got hit, even if I got hit head on. I tried that, my first game here. It was not a great experience because I was on my back quicker than I could remember.
All right, now we're going to talk a little bit about sports. Oh wait, excellent job, Tim. Good job. Okay, hockey game. This last weekend, was it weekend? It's Friday. Yeah, last Friday. Air Force played #1 Yale, took it to overtime, lost 2-1. It was a heartbreaker. I watched the game, it was a lot of fun. Also in gymnastics, I think our men's team came out as the 6th position in the country, so they're doing really well. We also had a couple All-Americans on the men's gymnastics team, so they're doing good things. For more information on Air Force sports, go to goairforcefalcons.com. Founders Day is this weekend. We'll have a parade, and we'll have the dinner on Friday night and the parade on Saturday. That's it. Quick and easy show this week. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll see you next week.
With more stuff.
With more stuff. And hopefully you guys make this look good. Because right now it looks bad.